Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Amy, and in today's video, as the title indicates, we are going to start a beginner makeup series. And the first edition of the beginner makeup series, we're going to start with the beginner eyebrow tutorial. And I'm going to go in depth in details, but it's going to be short, precise, and to the point, okay? I'm going to show you guys how I'm able to get brows because my brows are definitely non-existent. So we already know that because you guys can clearly see, okay? But I also have oily eyebrows, and I want to make sure that I show you guys what I do to actually make sure that my eyebrows stay intact all day. I live in Houston, Texas, you guys. It's freaking hot as hell. Do you hear me? But in today's video, I'll show you just that. Let's just go ahead and dive right into the video because I don't want to do those long intros. We don't want to talk too much. Let's just dive into it, okay? And these are the products I'll be using today. This is the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit Cosmetics. You can use any eyebrow pencil of your choice. I am also going to use my brow pomade in Ebony from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Using my Juvias Place concealer. You can also use any concealer of your choice. I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender foundation, and you can just use any foundation of your choice or just use a concealer that's closer to your skin tone. I'm going to use this Morphe brush, and this is in the number E10, okay, but you can just use any flat brush. I'm also going to use this Morphe brush in E20. I'll just use a setting powder just for my eyebrows. If you don't have oily eyelids, you can skip this one. But if you do, and you actually want your brows to stay on all day, you can definitely use a powder. Last but not the least, we're going to use the eye definer brush from Bobbi Brown. First step is you want to take a little bit of powder and just press that on your eyebrows, okay, just to make sure that they are nice and matte, and then you can also glide the pencil or your gel very easily. I'm going to take the eye definer brush from Bobbi Brown and just take some of my brow pomade. Just make sure you don't use too much brow pomade. You just want to make sure that you have enough on the brush, okay? Just very gently take that and just draw a line, just following your brow shape. Okay, so I just draw a line straight down on the bottom of my eyebrow. Okay. I'm gonna repeat the same steps above my eyebrows, just repeating the same step. But as you can tell, I am not going all the way in front of the eyebrow this time. I'm just pretty much just leaving a little gap right there. So that way I can leave this spot empty. But on the bottom, you can definitely start from where the brows start, okay? This part, I just leave a little bit of space right there. And I'm just going to follow the shape of my eyebrows. Okay. And connect that tail right down to the other tail, leaving a little tip right there, okay? I'm just going to make sure I redefined it very well. Okay, so now I have a shape of brow that pretty much mimics my natural brow shape, right? So what I'm gonna do is just take some of that brow pomade. I just have a little bit left on my hand, okay, because I wipe it off on my hand. A quick tip of what I like to do with the brow pomade is I like to, when it's brand new, I actually just open it, leave it overnight to sit so it could dry up a little bit. I don't like it when it's too creamy, so that's just a quick tip for your brow pomades if you think it's just way too oily for you, okay? Now I'm going to take some of that brow pomade and just fill in the edge of my brow because clearly, as you can tell, my brows are non-existent, like I said. Just fill in very gently inside the edge of the brows, okay? But as you can tell, I am not touching the front of the brow, okay? So I'm gonna take my brow pencil now, which is in the shade number 6 from Benefit. I'm just going to take and just gently just draw some strokes in front of my brows, going upwards. You want to draw them according to how your eyebrows actually naturally just grow. Just like that. Just draw a few lines just right there. I'm gonna take my spoolie, which is just on the tip of the brow pencil, and I'm just going to take that and comb my brows upwards. Actually going to make it a lot more precise by using a concealer. You can use a concealer just like a tiny bit lighter than your skin tone. It doesn't have to be like 3-4 shades, especially if you're just doing a very natural everyday look. Okay, just take a little tiny bit of that concealer, put some at the back of your hand, just like so. Take your brush and grab a little bit of concealer. Key is, do not put too much concealer on your brush, because when you do, that's when you tend to make a huge mistake. So put a tiny bit of concealer and saturate it inside the brush, okay? You don't want to apply too much concealer. Now, when you apply the concealer to clean out, don't start from the front of the eyebrows, okay? You want to just start from the center, almost to the center, right? You see how I just take my time and gently just trace that line, okay? If you put too much concealer on the brush, then you can see a lot of concealer just showing underneath the brow area, and we all know that's just not pretty, okay? And once you have the perfect line, you can always go back and add more concealer just to make sure that your brows are nicely highlighted, okay? Now I'm going to take a tiny bit of my foundation, okay? Make sure you have a napkin on hand. Just take that, wipe the brush off so that way you don't have any excess product on the brush. Take a tiniest bit of the foundation of your foundation of choice, or it could be a concealer that's just like your skin color, okay? And just go ahead and just gently just clean out the brows on top. You don't want this to have such an obvious line. You just want this to melt right into your foundation, and that's exactly why I use my foundation color or my foundation, just so that I don't have a halo brow, okay? Just taking my foundation and mixing a tiny bit of the concealer just so it's not super dark. I'm gonna take that and just clean out the edge of the brows, just so it doesn't look too light going outwards. So just put a little bit of your foundation on the edge of the brows. That way it matches the rest of your face. Okay. Taking a tiny bit of that foundation shade also, I'm just going to put it more into the front of my brows. Just a tiny bit, okay? Next, I am just going to take a concealer and the foundation and just take it and buff and blend out the foundation, the concealer. If you like your under eyebrows brighter, that's fine. Just use a brighter concealer. Just for the sake of the video, I just use this much because I'm actually not going to be wearing too much makeup. I'm going for a more natural look. Taking your Got2b glue spray, I'm going to take my spoolie and just spray a little bit of that on my spoolie, okay? And just take that and just gently just brush it on your eyebrows, and I promise you this would have your eyebrows on lock, okay? your brows are not moving, you don't need to be buying all that waterproof brow gel when you already have a got-to-be glue spray at home. If you do have a got-to-be glue spray at home, okay? See that? Okay guys, and that is it, voila, for this video. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed episode tutorial number 1 on the beginner makeup series. Okay, if you guys would want to see anything else, please leave them down in the comment section. I love these videos because they are so short, so precise, so to the point. Okay, and you guys are just going to enjoy the rest of them coming your way. Okay, I cannot wait to see you guys again, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate, leave them in the comment section below, and I'm going to leave all the products that I use also in the description bar. But most importantly, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my videos, okay, share my videos with your loved ones, your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your uncle. You know how we do out here, okay? Share these videos, honey, with every single person in your household, child, okay? Because we are on a roll, and this beginner makeup series is going to be interesting, lit, short, to the point, and fun, okay? I love you all for watching. I can't wait to see you in my next videos, and mwah.